Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always, told out of Voice of Radio. So today, I've got huge news, like genuinely gigantic huge news. Some of the biggest news we've had since I started playing the Pokemon trading card game over a decade ago, and no, I'm not exaggerating. Pokemon Trading Card Game Live is real, is official, and we knew this was official, right? I don't think it was necessarily intended this way, but we saw official releases, like actual official press releases of images that mentioned Pokémon TCG Live. So we knew it was happening, and we knew the only real explanation was that it was a replacement for the Pokemon Trading Card Game Online, PTCGO as we've been calling it. And that is now real, that is now official, that is now happening. We have a lot of answers, but we also have some questions. So what I'm going to be doing here is just going through everything that we know, and then sharing with you some concerns and some questions, as well as obviously all of the good news. Now, the really good news straight off the bat, it is coming, it looks pretty sound, and it's available on mobile, as well as Windows and Mac. It is coming to the App Store and Google Play, which is, let's face it, most phones at this stage, and then Windows and Mac. And one of the big concerns, there were two main concerns that people had regarding Pokemon Trading Card Game Online, and that was, why can't I play it on mobile, and why is there not a ranked ladder? Well, this one you can play on mobile, and spoiler alert, there is a ranked ladder. So this is all rather lovely, and when they're going through, they're showing you the main kind of things. You can build powerful decks, you can battle trainers everywhere, all the usual things you would expect. And then your favourite Pokemon TCG digital activities, creating custom avatars, getting new cards using in-game currency, participating in daily challenges, and customising your experience with accessories. It all sounds pretty good. It all sounds wonderful. But then we need to dig into the FAQ and all of that and start asking the question, well, what about PTCGO? What about my collection, etc.? Okay. So let's run through the information we've got nice and quickly. Will the Pokemon Trading Card Game Online be sunsetted? Yes. It will remain active during the testing period, but essentially it is going to be going away. PTCGO is gone. Will I still be able to play the Pokemon TCG Online before the sunset date? Well, yeah, you can play it until it's gone. How do I transfer my account? Well, the PTCGO and PTCG Live, they're going to use the same accounts for login. So when you log in for the first time, everything's going to be automatically transferred over. Although during the mobile and PC and Mac testing period, if you migrate from PTCGO to Pokemon TCG Live, you will then be locked out of PTCGO. That might be relevant for some online tournaments, so do be careful with that. There might be some unofficial online tournaments still being run on PTCGO, so be very careful before you do that and essentially lock yourself out of PTCGO. But then we get to the big questions. Is everything transferable? Well, kind of. Pokemon TCG cards from the Sword and Shield sets, as well as select Sun and Moon expansions, i.e. Lost Thunder On, are transferable and playable at launch. Cards from other Sun and Moon expansions, Sun and Moon through Dragon Majesty, as well as X and Y and Black and White are transferable, but not yet playable. That means Expanded will not be playable in Pokemon TCG Live until there's an update. And it does say until future updates, but until that update comes, there is no Expanded, which does make me wonder why. Like, we've rotated to Sword and Shield on, so why have we got Lost Thunder on when the two formats are Black and White on for Expanded and Sword and Shield on for Standard? Why is Lost Thunder on gonna be playable? I don't really understand that. Now, the reason why everything from Black and White on gets transferred is because of Expanded, but I don't really understand why Lost Thunder On is what's going to be playable. That makes no sense to me, because that's neither of the two main formats we've got. Players will be able to transfer up to 4 copies of a unique card, 1 copy of an A-Spec or Prism Star card, remember they are limited to 1 per deck, 1 copy of each part of a Pokemon V Union card, which are essentially limited to 1 copy per deck. They're not really limited, but you can only play 4 copies of a card with the same name, and all 4 parts have the same name, so it wouldn't really make any sense to play like 2 top left corners, because then the cards would be literally unplayable, but hey ho. And 59 copies of a basic energy card, because the most you can ever play is 1 basic and 59 energy. Additional copies beyond these limits will not be transferred. Well, initially, right, that's not a problem, because if I'm playing, I'm never going to need more than 4 copies of a card. But what if I've got more than 4 copies of a card and I want to trade with them? Well, there's some bad news. We'll get there in a moment. Accessories, most will be transferred. Here's what will not be transferred. Cards from the Heart Gold Soul Silver series, avatar items, unopened products and bundles, some accessories, in-game currency, your friends list, and deck lists. Now, what you can do is export the test of the deck lists, save it locally, i.e. in a Word document, Notepad, whatever, and then copy that text into the deck editor in Pokémon TCG Live, but you must do that before you begin migrating from PTCGO, i.e. from Wassy here, and this is one of the most important videos I've done, because I'm telling you what you need to know here. Any decks you want to keep, copy and paste them into a Word document now. When you finish this video, or while it's still playing, go and copy and paste your decks into a Word document or alternative. Because if you start migrating from PTCGO to Pokemon TCG Live, it will be too late. Do not leave it till it's too late. You'll lose your deck lists. You're also going to lose your friends list, so you're going to have to re-add all your friends. Annoying, but we've all done it in the past with phones and things like that, so it's not the end of the world, it's just annoying. But why are cards from Heart Gold Soul Silver not going over? And one thing this tells us right off the bat, Legacy's done. Because the only cards that are moving over are Black and White on, that's expanded. If Heart Gold Soul Silver, and remember, pre-Heart Gold Soul Silver doesn't exist in the Pokemon TCG. Just doesn't. By which I mean online. They never made those cards in PTCGO. So, Legacy as we know it is gone. Because the main difference between Legacy and Expanded was those Heart Gold Soul Silver cards, which aren't staying. So they're basically just getting rid of that format, which seems genuinely sad. Now, although unopened products and bundles are not transferable, you will receive a bunch of crystals as an apology, but we don't know what the crystals equate to, so there's no real point going through that because we don't understand what the currency is there, so let's just move on. Special expansions like Detective Pikachu and Celebrations are transferable and playable at launch, which is lovely. Obviously, Celebrations doesn't include those weird promos that aren't standard legal. What about McDonald's cards? Non-transferable, but they're not available in PTCGO, so why would they be transferable? Will Pokemon TCGO cards work in Pokemon TCG Live? Yes. Although sometimes they may unlock different items, so do be aware of that. But any unused PTCGO cards can just be used in Pokemon TCG Live. Why did you decide to sunset it? And this is crucial. We're always looking to innovate the Pokemon TCG and provide the best possible experience for fans who want more ways to play outside of the tabletop version. As it launched over 10 years ago, Pokemon TCG Live not only provides an opportunity to update the game, but engage more fans by offering an easily accessible app on smartphones, tablets, PCs, and Macs. It also comes with a suite of improvements, including a new card logic engine that provides more player feedback around gameplay events, as well as a ranked ladder, battle pass, well that's going to be something you're paying for, duplicate card protection with credits, 3D avatars, updated visual effects, and more fluid gameplay. There are 2 big questions here to which we don't have an answer. What is a battle pass? Presumably it's something you have to pay every month for, which I'm fine with, but what do I get for that? I don't know it's something to be paid, but Battle Pass in other games generally refers to a monthly or other time period subscription that is essentially used for more hardcore players. I don't know what that means. We'll have to find out later. And duplicate card protection with credits, that says to me that essentially, if you open duplicate cards, you will be given credits. Does that mean we can use credits to buy individual cards? I don't know. This has not been announced. I am giving you the best information we have on the announcement day, but that is what it seems to be, ladies and gentlemen. This seems to be the way it's working. We don't know is the honest answer, but it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Duplicate card protection with credits, i.e. if you get more than 4 cards, you get credits, and it would be a bit weird if it was just spending them on sealed product. And maybe it is, I don't know, I am guessing, but that seems to be the case. And essentially just the end bit there says that they're bringing it in-house, so they've been working with Direwolf up to now, but now they're actually working on the game in-house, which will give them a lot more control. Anyone that's been wondering why did this take so long, there may have been contractual issues, i.e. their contract with Direwolf may have meant that they couldn't launch one earlier. But you can see here that a lot of the concerns have been addressed. They are giving us a ranked ladder, they are giving us mobile play, they were the 2 big ones, ladies and gentlemen. They were absolutely the 2 big ones that people were after. So that's most of the information we have. But the last piece of information is this question posted on the forum by Pokemon Support. Will I be able to trade my cards to other players within Pokemon TCG Live? Players will not be able to trade cards with other players within Pokemon TCG Live. And this, to me, is the big question that determines whether I'm hyper excited about this or not. Because let's not forget, this is the Pokemon trading card game. It's literally in the name. Now, let's be clear. There are very, very good reasons why you can't trade cards in this new thing. First of all, if your account is deleted for whatever reason, you're going to lose all of your cards. And mostly, and shout out to the lovely Marty Bennett, who did say these things as well, real money. People are paying real money for cards. If I go over to eBay right now, I can pay real money for PTCGO cards. And that's not cool. If I want to buy a copy of Tropical Beach for PTCGO, I can do that. One copy of a digital card for £185. Well, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but I don't think that it's really a great look when what is essentially a children's card game is selling digital cards for £185, and this is something that Pokemon clearly don't want. Now, again, I don't work for Pokemon, I don't know, but that seems to make sense to me. So, I don't know exactly what's going on here. It may well be that these crystals allow you to buy actual individual cards, and to be clear, if I can buy individual cards with crystals, this is amazing, because that means that I don't need to muck about with whatever false economy has been created by people who have decided some cards are worth more. I can just go and buy the GX or VMAX or whatever card I want, and this is amazing. It may well be that this Battle Pass is a monthly subscription that gives me access to a playset of every card, in which case that would be a phenomenal thing. If either of those things are true and we do not know, we don't have enough information, they would be amazing things that I would be delighted with. If it is literally a case where I have to open packs until I actually pull the cards that I want, then that is terrible and is going to make it impossible to make decks. I cannot believe that is the only way we can make decks. Now, as I'm talking here, the lovely Matthew Varai of Immunity over on Twitter has gone and sent me this picture, which clearly shows that somebody has traded Clobopus. Oh. So I don't know what's going on anymore, ladies and gentlemen. It says traded items, and there is clearly a Clobopus down there, but we're told we're not going to be able to trade, and there's a battle pass, but we don't know what it is, and there are crystals, so we don't really know what they are. There are a lot of questions still outstanding. What we know for certain is, there's a lot of good news here. The interface looks awesome. I'm a big fan. There are 3D avatars for people that are into it. I don't really care, but I know some people do. And most importantly, works on mobile ranked ladder. These are two things people have been asking for a very, very long time. The big question here is, how do we actually build our collection? And we don't have full information about that. What is a battle pass? What do crystals do? Why can't we trade? These are all big questions to which we don't have answers. And also, why are we losing Heart, Gold, Soul, Silver cards? And does that mean that the Legacy format is gone? Which I think is got to be true. Yeah, a lot of questions here, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of answers. Good news generally. But I do think we need to reserve full judgment here until we find out what the deal is with trading and building collections. That is going to be a big deal and something to which I currently don't have the answer. But you know, as soon as we get more information, there will be a follow-up video telling you everything you need to know. For now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to know what you think about this. I want to know how excited you are. I want to know basically anything you want to tell me. So go nuts in the comment section, would ya? But be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCG Radio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can do exactly that. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.